Hey, Blockchain Bernie here with my latest episode. And to say that this is Solana evolving or Anza evolving, that would be a huge understatement. I think this is a big breakthrough that we're talking about today. It is the SVM API, and it sounds like something mysterious or something, but it'll be huge. It'll really be huge for the Solana ecosystem. And I'm going to be guiding you through some of the things on why it's going to be huge in this little video. So if you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe. And remember, it's also giving you points. And hit that like button and leave me some comments. All right, so let's dive into what that actually all is about. So here's that blog post from Anza. I tweeted about it just a few minutes ago, so make sure to follow both Xandeum and Blockchain Bernie on X and like our posts and retweet them and everything. And it's all about this post here from Anza, right? So now let me explain to you what Anza is. So Anza is a spin-off of Solana Labs. And they created a new company. It's a US-based company as well, and it's focusing on innovation, right? New features of the Solana Validator. It is still owned 13% by Solana Labs, but figures like Anatoly and Raj, the Solana founders, they don't own any shares in Anza. So Anza is mostly an employee-owned entity. It's also headquartered in San Francisco, just as Solana Labs. And what does Anza actually mean? So I used to be living in San Diego County for almost 10 years, 9 years. That's the county where Solana Beach is, that Solana is named after, right? And they named this Anza after the Anza Desert. The Anza Desert is to the east of Solana Beach and close to the town of Borrego Springs, which is still in San Diego County. Really nice town there. I've been visiting it often. And there is the Anza Desert. And Anza Desert is named after 18th century explorer Juan Bautista de Anza. Please rate my Spanish pronunciation. I know I'm just a beginner. So anyway, they named it after that. So while Solana Beach has the sun and beach and, as their theme, Anza has more of a desert theme, which I really love because we moved from San Diego to Las Vegas with Xandeum. So Las Vegas is kind of even more desert, I would say, than the Anza Desert. All right. So, but what have they come up with, right? If we really dive into this SVM API. So SVM is the Solana virtual machine, right? So that term is coined after the EVM, right? The Ethereum virtual machine. And this is what the SVM is all comprised of. I have other videos about that. It's a lot of technical detail. But, it's executing that BPF code. BPF is the Berkeley packet filter. And it's like an instruction set that has been built into the Linux kernel for ages. And it's like super battle proven, super high efficient. And what Anza has been doing is encapsulating it, right? They encapsulated all of the SVM functionality and made it accessible as an API. And while that does not sound like a major step at first moment, let's think of what this could actually mean for the Solana ecosystem, right? So we can have off-chain services, so we could do stuff off-chain and still use the SVM as a portable way of executing that code. We can have diet clients that can enable the creation of fraud proofs to demonstrate invalid state transitions by the supermajority that would allow for lightweight clients to operate efficiently without needing to process every transaction or maintain the full blockchain state. By relying on fraud proofs, DIET clients can ensure the integrity of the network and verify the validity of transactions with minimal resource requirements. So it is in SIMD 065, and that's super important for the growth of the ecosystem because, as we all know, Solana is growing. Solana is growing like crazy. The demand for executing transactions on the Solana chain is still skyrocketing. Economic value paid in fees on the Solana chain is at all-time highs. So we need to prep for the future growth of the network. And that's possible with this SVM API that has just been announced by Anza, and great work by the Anza team. I just love that stuff. Okay, so we can do state channels. Program can build SVM-based state channels, which can power a wide range of exciting and creative use cases. With state channels, a protocol can restrict which types of transactions are permitted in their network and can choose to limit connections to strictly peer-to-peer or party-based. When the channel is eventually closed, the final result of the channel's transactions are posted to the main channel. A classic example is a token payment channel where one or more tokens are supported and the final balances of the channel participants are posted. So this all means they are thinking of that, pluggability that we know from Ethereum and the Ethereum chain and that whole ecosystem of EVM compatible chains and L2s and state channels and all these type of things, right? All this becomes possible here. I find that super, super exciting and super important for the future of the Solana ecosystem, right? So then we could do roll-ups. So that's the classic thing of having L2s. And then, the whole SVM could be an Avalanche subnet. I think that alone is really, really huge. It just means that, we can have an Avalanche subnet that supports the SVM, right? And we've seen that in Ethereum. There is Ethereum itself, kind of the mother of all EVM compatible chains, so to speak. And then there's the C chain on Avalanche, and Avalanche is built to support all of these different subnets, right? And the Avalanche C chain is like wildly successful, as we all know, right? So an SVM chain on Avalanche could be just as exciting and successful there, right? So, and we can have, and this is especially exciting for us here at Xandeum, because we're building that scalable storage layer on top of the Solana chain. So we're extending the Solana functionality, the functionality of the Solana Validator to support scalable storage. So that would mean we can access storage in high capacity, in terabytes and terabytes of storage. That's all according to my vision of having blockchains out there that can be used as huge decentralized computers, huge decentralized servers. Right now, this whole world computer, world decentralized server metaphor only works for part of the server and computer model, right? We've all been learning since the 70s or so that a computer has three components. It has CPU power, compute power. It has RAM, random access memory, which is, memory that's very close to the CPU and can be accessed fast, but is limited in capacity. And then we have storage or disks or SSDs or whatever. And these are connected to the computer. They are part of the computer, but they can store large amounts of data, right? It's been like that forever. And with blockchain, it started with basically money only, with like Bitcoin and Litecoin and all that stuff. But then later on, we had blockchains that were programmable. So we had CPU and memory, right? And even in Solana, we have CPU, we can run code. We have memory, which are the Solana accounts, but the scalable storage is just missing. So we're fixing that hole. And that means in that new world that I envision, we can just, code any app that we can build in Web 2. We can build it just as easily in Web 3 because all the Web 2 apps that are out there, they have terabytes, exabytes of storage that they need to store all their customer data and stuff like that. And we just cannot do that on any blockchain these days, right? So that's why, of course, we here at Xandeum are super excited about the extended SVM that could be used for Solana extensions, right? So we're looking into that, if that could be something to get harnessed by our Xandeum storage layer. So getting back to the gist of it, this is super, super exciting technology. This shows me the strategy of the guys at Anza. Those are the innovation guys of Solana, right? Solana Labs, after they spun off Anza, Solana Labs is more focused on, keeping the status quo, maintaining everything, making sure it's operational and performant and all these type of things. But all the innovation, that's kind of outsourced to Anza, right? And it shows me these Anza guys are really focused on making Solana more a part of the big, big world, making it more interoperable, making it more extensible, and all these type of things. And I think that is a huge, huge, huge milestone. And I really think, as I tweeted on X, few people are understanding that right now. So I hope this little video has helped you a little bit in understanding where the road is going for Solana. And for today, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and catch you guys later. See you in the next video.